To Stroke Folks show. Good evening, good afternoon, or good day, or good morning, wherever the part of the world that you may be tuning in to uh, watch the show. So I'm uh, um, I'm grateful that I'm launching this um, new show. Um, I'm combining the question and answer session I used to do tomorrow, and some interviews of people that were um, um, instrumental to the stroke community or the disability community, or they just were an influencer and they um, molded how we think about or how we feel about our life. So, um, and um, really, this show is for us to learn about the latest and greatest people. Maybe when we do an interview with one of them, maybe we do it when we talk about their work, um, um, or I just want to share with you something that I have on my mind or my heart. So uh, it's going to provide you with a panorama view, which means that the show gives you an unobstructed and wide view of an extensive area in all directions. That's how I think about this. Um, my show will typically last 15 minutes. Um, so it's wonderful to have um, 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 a chance to platform to um, help stroke thrivers, that is, stroke survivors who want to thrive. So, and sometimes when um, I will have questions from you that you have got to me, and I will do my best to answer them. If I can't, I know that I will research it. I think that I will research it, and then next week I will tell the answer that I came up with. It's wonderful because I'm a very curious person and I love to learn. And I hope you too, because I suspect that's why you come to this show. And when people ask us questions, especially that we don't know, it gives us an opportunity to learn something new. So it all um, I posted about a week ago. It was about this our perception of time, and I said novelty makes it seem like it slows down. The time slows down, and I very much so when we learn, especially when we learn something new. It uh, pushes us into something we consider novelty or new, and they have experts have shown that people spend more time um, um, in novelty situations, uh, or they learn something new um, when they spend more time in this novelty space. I call it shows that they're potentially it's still early to tell. It shows that some people can stave off or prevent uh, dementia, and I think that's amazing. So we always should um, seek novelty in our lives. So, in spite of what I sometimes do, is want to have the same old thing happen day after day. Uh, they show that when we do this and we don't seek a novelty, um, uh, we get in trouble. So, but that isn't what I was going to talk about today, um, since I don't think I have um, any questions. Um, I just put it in there. Um, put it in the. All right. All right. So, what I want to talk about is can you view your failure in a different perspective? I always, I think I maybe 15 or so, maybe 20 years ago now, um, my wife is in the advertising profession, and she was a uh, ad agency producer. And I always heard her speak of that they had to, they were making a TV commercial and they had to do a lot of takes until they got the um, scene exactly the way they wanted it. And I thought, that's sort of like mistakes, MIS hyphen takes or take. And consider the way you view or experience failure. But in conventional world, a mistake is seen as an incorrect, unwise, or unfortunate act or decision. A mistake can be caused by bad judgment, a lack of information, or a lack of attention to detail. We make numerous mistakes every day without serious consequences. Sometimes we make larger mistakes, but we would prefer to avoid making mistakes, but without perfect attention and perfect prediction, they're inevitable. I make mistakes all the time. So the difference between a mistake and a failure is that a mistake is an error or blunder, while a failure is a state or condition of not meeting a desirable, or intended objective outcome. According to Cambridge Dictionary, a failure is a situation in which someone or something does not succeed. It's an opposite of success, really. Or is it? Because when you view mistakes as an opportunity to learn from your experience and apply what you have learned next time it happens, or when you want to do it the next take. In other words, a mistake is just a miss hyphen take. So, um, so in the advertising world or the movie industry, they they call them versions, flops, duds, followed by another take. Take again, like we sometimes will see um, clip, which they're working on the 30th take or the 40th take, and you wonder, wow, the actress and actresses are not getting it. But sometimes it's um, a way that the process happens. So now they do it all on digital um, uh, instead of film, but then they go into the edit studio and piece together either a commercial or a movie that is top notch. The more mistakes you make, the more you learn. Recognizing that mistakes are inevitable gives you the ability to see them as an opportunity for growth opportunity rather than a setback. That's important to understand that because we're all human. Everybody makes mistakes. The following rules of being human describes what life is all about. One rule says that you and I will learn lessons. Another rule says there is no mistakes, only lessons. And another rule is a lesson is repeated until it is learned. So we make a lot of mistakes until we get it right. A further rule is that you don't learn the easy lessons, they get harder. The last rule is that you will know you've learned a lesson when action changes or your situation changes. So if you take the approach that you will have mistakes and follow the rules of being human, it leads to more success or positive outcomes or desired outcomes. We're all on the path to better ourselves all the time. Some people are more obvious, they're getting better. Some people, it's not so obvious. But when we know, um, we become stronger people with a deeper insight about ourselves and others if we continue to make mistakes and learn. And oh boy, it's important to forgive yourself because everybody's going to make mistakes, and give yourself grace. You will learn how to be a better story of yourself. So it's important to keep forgiving yourself while you make mistakes and you learn. But, so it's good. And let's see. All right. Just looking. All right. That's what I have to tell you. And I hope that you will learn and you um, um, go forward with the realization you love each mistake because you know that you're learning and growing. So thank you to your success.